On October 2nd, 1869, in the coastal town of Porbandar, India, a baby was born who would go on to change the course of history. He was named Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Mohandas grew up in a religious and traditional family. From a young age, he was deeply influenced by the teachings of his mother, a profoundly religious woman, who instilled in him important values such as peace, nonviolence, and respect for all living beings. He was a curious and intelligent child who excelled quickly in his studies. What truly set him apart was his profound sense of empathy and unwavering commitment to justice. At the age of 13, following the tradition of the time, Mohandas married Kasturbai, a girl of the same age. Their marriage was initially traditional and arranged, but over time it blossomed into a deep and loving relationship. At the age of 18, Mohandas traveled to London to study law. There, he was introduced to new cultures and ideas, which broadened his perspective on the world and inspired him to reflect on his values and beliefs. In London, he not only studied law, but also became acquainted with the works of great writers like Tolstoy and Thoreau. This exposure deeply influenced his thinking and planted the seeds of civil resistance and nonviolence in his mind. After returning to India and briefly practicing law in Bombay, Gandhi moved to South Africa to work for an Indian law firm. There, he directly confronted the harsh reality of racial discrimination. During a train journey, he was thrown out of a first-class compartment because of his skin color. This humiliating experience became a pivotal turning point in Gandhi's life, igniting his determination to fight against injustice and discrimination. He decided to stand against this injustice. Inspired by the philosophy of Satyagraha, Gandhi led a nonviolent civil resistance movement in South Africa. Despite repeated arrests and imprisonment, he and his followers never abandoned their struggle. Gandhi demonstrated to the world that it is possible to resist oppression nonviolently, inspiring movements for justice and equality across the globe. After years of struggle in South Africa, Gandhi returned to India in 1915. He quickly became the leader of the Indian independence movement. In 1930, Gandhi led the Salt March, a symbolic protest against the British salt tax that heavily burdened India's poorest. At the seashore, he gathered salt, challenging unjust laws and inspiring millions, marking a turning point in the Indian independence movement. India gained independence in 1947, realizing Gandhi's dream. However, partition led to violent clashes between Hindus and Muslims. Saddened by the unrest, Gandhi worked tirelessly for peace and unity. On January 30th, 1948, as Gandhi was walking to a prayer meeting, he was assassinated by a Hindu extremist. His death was a profound loss, not only for India, but for the entire world. Gandhi is gone, but his legacy endures. He proved that love and nonviolence are the strongest tools against oppression and injustice.